And now, your selection. Meet the stars.
The peril of the ring-bearer deepens. An unseen danger draws closer. For there is another who hunts the ring.
The thieves! They stole my precious, and we want it.
My two favorite characters in the books were Gollum and Treebeard.
Where is it?
Gollum was originally a hobbit. I mean, Gollum was 500 years ago very much like Frodo. The ring has twisted and distorted him and made him full of hate and menace. And he's very much the alter ego of Frodo. And Frodo in this particular movie comes to recognize that because he sees in Gollum what his destiny is going to be unless this ring can be destroyed.
It's one of the first times that you've ever seen a computer-generated character has been so driven by an actor's performance. There was a real richness to it because the actor was not only allowed but encouraged to help craft the performance. And the animators have really captured Andy's face and his likeness and his in the animation. He steals the show. It's all about Gollum.
Was it challenging working with part actor, part CGI created being?
It was just an extra element to have to factor in, or oddly enough, a non-element that you had to factor in because Andy would be there as an actor and we would go through the scene and we'd shoot passes with him there. So it was not so challenging in the sense that Andy provided so much for us as an actor and as this character that he created as Gollum.
Smeagol would be, obviously he's the more kind of naive, innocent one who's been really kind of suppressed and squashed down by Gollum, who is the revengeful, kind of hard-bitten, he wants the ring back at all costs. He's the addict, and Smeagol is we basically push the characters apart vocally, making Gollum more kind of guttural and more throaty, and Smeagol was much higher and more nasal.
Can you give me a little bit of the voice?
What does they want with Mordor? Why does Master want to go there?
I love Treebeard in this because, one of the themes that Tolkien cared a lot about was the environment.
What's making that noise? It's the trees.
Tolkien hated industry, he hated factories, and this is his revenge in this story because the trees, the walking, moving ents, which they're called, they literally attack the factories. They decide enough is enough. We're not going to be chopped down and used for firewood anymore. We're just going to fight back.
On the borders of Buckland, folk used to say there was something in the water that made the trees grow tall and come alive.
You guys spent a lot of time in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was it like working with the tree?
He could be a real...
That is true.
He
in
was,
what ways? He's not...
Well, he was just a real focus puller, He's a big guy and interesting looking, and he would just try and really steal our thunder.
He couldn't steal your thunder, though.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
No worries.
It was hilarious. There was some moments of real surrealism where the whole of the studio would empty at tea break, and Billy and I would be sat up there drinking tea and coffee and just talking, and Treebeard, the electronics would be broken at that point, so he'd just always have like that.
Nighty night.
Yeah.
He wouldn't take his tea.
He'd have a little break.
A new power is rising. Its victory is at hand.
It is an army bred for a single purpose, to destroy the world of men.
The cruel foul Robinsons, they tricksters.